Imagine this. You're a young billionaire faking a paralysis to hold on to a love that's slipping away. But what if that desperate lie awakens a passion so forbidden it could destroy everything you've built? A secret touch turns into ecstasy you never knew, only to reveal a blood tie that shatters the world. Will guilt consume you, or will it set you free? Stick around for the shocking twist that left me broken and reborn. Happy listening.
I never thought I'd stoop so low, but desperation makes fools of us all. My name's Alex Harrington, 28 years old, with more money than God, but a heart that's been starving since Isabella walked out. We'd been together 3 years. Fiery arguments, lavish trips to the Hamptons, nights in our penthouse overlooking the city skyline. She was my everything. Sharp wit, curves that drove me wild, that laugh like champagne bubbles. But lately, it was all about the money. "Alex, you're never here," she'd snap, eyes cold as the marble floors in our mansion. I was building an empire, tech startups, board meetings till dawn, but she saw dollar signs, not dreams. One night, after a blowout over my obsession with work, she packed her bags. "I'm done playing second fiddle to your wallet," she hissed, slamming the door. I chased her to the driveway, rain soaking my shirt, begging like a drowned rat. "Please, Izzy, don't go. I'll change." Lies, I wouldn't. But as her taillights faded down the winding suburban road lined with oaks, panic clawed at me. What if she was really gone? What if I lost the one person who made this empty life feel full? That's when the idea hit. Twisted. Insane. I'd fake it. A freak accident at the gym. Paralysis from the waist down. The doctor I paid off would confirm it, and pity would chain me to her. God, I hated myself even then, but love's a blindfold, right? If you're ever in that pit, listen. Don't build on lies. They crumble fast. But I was too far gone. The next morning, I called my assistant, voice trembling for effect. "Tell the press, car crash simulation, hit a patch of ice on the back road." By noon, headline screamed, "Billionaire heir paralyzed in mystery wreck." Isabella rushed back, tears streaming, clutching my hand in the sterile hospital room with its beeping machines and fluorescent hum. "Oh, Alex, my poor baby," she whispered, kissing my forehead. For a week, she nursed me, spoon-feeding soup, reading tabloids aloud, her body pressed close in the king-size bed we'd shared. It felt like victory. But deep down, guilt gnawed. What kind of man tricks the woman he loves? As days blurred into rehab sessions in our sunlit home gym, with views of the manicured lawn stretching to the horizon, I sensed a shift. Her touches grew mechanical, her eyes darted to her phone, texts from friends about parties she was missing. One evening, as the golden sunset painted the walls, she sat on the edge of the bed, smoothing my hair. "Alex, I need to talk." My heart stopped. Was it over? Before she could spill, the doorbell rang. My new live-in aide, hired through an agency. "Just to help with the heavy lifting," I mumbled, buying time. In walked Sophia, 24, with olive, skin glowing like warm olive oil, long wavy black hair cascading to her shoulders, green eyes sharp as emeralds. She wore a simple uniform, white blouse, knee-kinked skirt, but it hugged her athletic frame, hinting at strength from years of, yoga? Dance? She smiled shyly, voice soft with a faint accent. "Mr. Harrington, I'm here to care for you." Isabella's face tightened. "Great, more help." But as Sophia unpacked in the guest room down the hall, with its floral quilts and bay window, I felt a spark. Forbidden? No, just alive. That night, Isabella confessed over candlelit dinner in the dining room's oak-paneled glow. Alex, this changes everything. I love you, but I can't be your nurse forever. The money's there, but so's my life. She left at dawn, wiring half my accounts to start fresh. Rage boiled, but relief too. My lie had bought truth. Alone now, with Sophia's gentle hands adjusting my pillows, I wondered, what have I unleashed? Little did I know, her touch would awaken storms I couldn't control.
Sophia became my shadow, my savior in that sprawling mansion that suddenly felt too big, too echoey. Morning started with her in the kitchen, cozy with its granite counters and herb garden window, whipping up oatmeal with fresh berries, chatting about nothing. "You like it sweet, Mr. Harrington?" she'd ask, her green eyes twinkling, black waves tied back in a loose ponytail. I'd nod, faking a weak smile from my wheelchair, but inside my mind raced. She's too kind for this gig, too real. After Isabella's cold exit, Sophia's warmth was like sunlight piercing fog. But guilt? It festered. "You're a fraud, Alex. One day she'll see." Rehab was hell. Physical therapist poking my numbed legs in the home gym's mirrored walls, sweat dripping under the AC's hum. I'd grit my teeth, pretending agony, while Sophia assisted, her strong hands on my calves, kneading knots. "Breathe through it," she'd murmur, voice like velvet. One afternoon, as rain pattered against the floor-to-ceiling windows overlooking the pool, she suggested massages. "To ease the tension, trust me, it helps circulation." How could I refuse? In my bedroom, plush king bed, fireplace crackling, she dimmed the lights, lit lavender candles. I lay face down, shirtless, heart pounding. This is innocent, right? Her fingers worked magic, firm circles up my thighs, thumbs pressing hamstrings. "You're so tense here," she said softly, almost to herself. I bit my lip, fighting the rush, years of stress melting under her touch. As she reached higher, grazing the edge of my shorts, a jolt hit me, electric, wrong. But I didn't stop her. "Feels good," I whispered, voice husky. She paused, then continued, her breath warm on my skin. "Good, that's the point." In my head, thoughts tumbled. Isabella never did this. Felt like duty. This is fire. We talked then, easy, like old friends. She shared bits. Grew up in a big family, always the caretaker. Siblings are messy, huh? Mine scattered after Dad remarried. I laughed weakly. "Tell me about it." Evenings blurred into routine, wheelchair rides through the garden paths lined with roses, her pushing gently, laughing at my bad jokes. One night, over takeout Chinese in the sunroom, bamboo screens filtering moonlight, she opened up more. "I took this job 'cause life's tough. Rent's killer in this city." Her green eyes vulnerable, olive skin flush from wine. I wanted to confess everything, the lie, the loneliness, but fear glued my tongue. Instead, I said, "You're a godsend, Soph." She blushed, squeezing my hand. "God, her skin is so soft." "Stop, Alex, she's staff." The massages evolved, deeper, longer. One stormy evening, thunder rumbling like my pulse, she oiled my back, straddling my hips for leverage, her skirt riding up, warmth pressing close. "Relax," she breathed, fingers dipping lower, teasing the curve of my glutes. Heat pooled low, unbidden. I shifted, hiding the evidence. "Sophia, that's..." She leaned in, lips near my ear. "Intimate? Yeah, but healing." Her touch lingered, a slow glide along my inner thigh, brushing. Oh God, a gasp escaped me, raw, needy. She froze. "Did I hurt you?" "No, the opposite." Ecstasy edged in, forbidden fruit. "If I move now, it's over, but what if..." As lightning flashed, illuminating her face, those green eyes, wide, black hair tousled, I pulled her hand away gently. Not yet. But the air crackled. That night, alone in the dark, I wrestled demons. You're playing with fire, pretending to be broken while craving her wholeness. If Isabella knew, worse, if Sophia learned the truth, the lie that started it all. But as sleep claimed me, her scent lingered on sheets, jasmine and desire. Tomorrow, we'd cross lines or shatter them.
Lies have a way of snowballing, don't they? Mine was an avalanche by now, burying me under Sophia's care and my growing hunger. Days melted into weeks in that mansion, a gilded cage with its vaulted ceilings and endless quiet. I'd progress slowly, faking twitches in my toes during sessions, earning her proud smiles. "You're fighting, Alex," she'd say, ditching the mister one morning over coffee in the breakfast nook, sunlight glinting off silverware. Her long black waves loose, framing that olive-skinned face, green eyes soft. I felt seen, not pity. Isabella only saw the empire. Sophia sees me. But the guilt? A constant whisper. Tell her, end this charade. Our massages turned ritual, sacred almost. Evenings in the master bath's steam-filled haven, marble tub bubbling, she'd work my atrophied muscles post-bath. Towel-clad, vulnerable, I'd lie on the heated table, her in a tank top and shorts that hugged her toned legs. "Deeper today?" she'd ask, voice husky from the humidity. Always. Her hands roamed boulder, shoulders to spine, then lower, oil-slicked palms glide, thighs. One twilight session, as crickets chirped outside French doors to the patio, tension peaked. "Here," I murmured, guiding her hand higher. She hesitated, breath catching. "Alex, this isn't just therapy. Then what is it?" Silence stretched, electric. Then she leaned down, lips brushing my neck. Something real. Fire ignited. I pulled her onto the table, our bodies aligning, her warmth against my feigned stillness. Kisses hungry, tongues dancing like we'd waited lifetimes. God, her taste. Sweet tea and sin. Clothes shed in a frenzy, my towel gone, her top yanked off, revealing full breasts, olive curves glowing in candlelight. She straddled me, grinding slow, teasing. "Tell me if it's too much," she gasped. But I was lost. Her fingers explored, bold, knowing, circling, pressing my most sensitive spots. Waves built, relentless. "Sophia, please!" She smiled wicked, accelerating, her own moans mingling. Pressure coiled, then exploded. Ecstasy crashing, my body arching in release, wet and wild, squirting in a way I'd only read about, raw and unfiltered. She gasped, joining me, her climax shuddering through us both. We collapsed, tangled, hearts hammering. In my mind, bliss like this, Isabella never gave. But at what cost? Post-bliss haze, we talked truths or half-truths. Curled in sheets scented with us, rain tapping windows. She shared dreams. Escape this grind. Travel light. I confessed fragments. Isabella left because I was broken inside long before the accident. A mission burned, but her head on my shoulder soothed. Advice to my younger self? Chase truth, not traps. Mornings after, she'd sneak kisses in the hallway past the grandfather clock ticking judgments. But cracks showed. A call from my lawyer about estate papers mentioned Dad's other family, a vague note from years back. I brushed it off. Until one afternoon, rifling old boxes in the study, leather-bound books, dusty photos, I found it. A letter, yellowed. To Alex, your father and I, a daughter, Sophia, born same year as you. Heart seized. No, impossible.
staring at the faded ink, world tilted. Blood tie? Half-sister? The woman I just claimed in forbidden rapture? Panic surged. Run, confess, end it. But as her laughter echoed from the kitchen, prepping lunch, desire warred with dread. That night, over candlelit steak in the dining room's candlelit glow, I probed gently. Soph, ever wonder about family secrets? Her fork paused, green eyes curious. Always. Dad died young, remarried quick. Why? I swallowed. Tell her now. But words stuck. Instead, I kissed her hand. Just us against the world. Liar. As she led me to bed, promising more therapy, cliffhanger loomed. Tomorrow the truth would erupt or devour us.
Discovery's a thief. It steals innocence in a heartbeat. That letter burned in my pocket all night, a hot coal against my thigh, as Sophia and I tangled in silk sheets, her body arching under mine in the moonlit bedroom. We'd pushed boundaries further, her on top, guiding my healing hands, whispers of "harder, Alex" echoing off velvet walls. Ecstasy again, squirting release that left us slick, laughing in disbelief. "You're a miracle," she panted, green eyes dazed, black hair fanned like a halo on pillows. Miracle or monster? My mind screamed, "She's blood, stop!" But flesh betrayed, pulling her closer. Guilt twisted like a knife, youth poisoned the purest thing. Morning light filtered through gauzy curtains, birdsong from the estate's oaks mocking my turmoil. Over breakfast, pancakes stacked high in the sunny kitchen, she chattered about a weekend getaway. Just us, a cabin by the lake, no wheelchairs, no worries. Her smile lit the room, olive skin radiant. I forced a grin, but inside, lake! With my half-sister? God, what have I done? The letter's words haunted. Dad's affair, a hidden daughter before mom. Sophia, same father, worlds apart. I'd hired her blind, fate's cruel joke. If I confess, she flees. But silence, it's acid. That day I tested waters. In the library, floor-to-ceiling shelves of leather tomes, ladder creaking, we sorted books. She dusted high shelves, skirt swishing, and I wheeled near. "Soph, tell me about your dad." Casual, right? She paused, ladder rung in hand, face clouding. He was distant. Left when I was 5, remarried some rich lady. Never looked back. Heart ached for her, for the lie that mirrored his. "Mine too," I said softly. Absentee father, big secrets. Our eyes met, hers probing. "You okay? You've been off." I almost spilled, "I'm a fraud, and your family," but instead pulled her down for a kiss, desperate, devouring. Books tumbled as we sank to the Persian rug, her legs wrapping me. "Alex," she moaned, hands urgent. Passion flared, taboo hot. Me, paralyzed, no barrier. Her grinding fingers coaxing that wild release again, squirting waves crashing as thunder outside built. Wrong, so wrong, but alive. Afterwards, curled on the rug, her head on my chest, reality intruded. My phone buzzed. "Press alert! Harrington airs mystery aid. Who is she?" A blurry photo from a neighbor, Sophia leaving my gate. How long till they dig? Panic clawed! That evening, over wine in the conservatory, glass walls framing twilight gardens, I cracked. "Soph, there's something about family." She tilted her head, waves cascading. "Spell." Words tumbled. "The accident? Fake! For Isabella." She gasped, eyes widening. Not anger, hurt. "You lied? To test me?" Tears welled. "But why now?" Before I could explain the worse, the blood tie, my lawyer called. Urgent. "Alex, DNA from estate files. Your father's will mentions a beneficiary. Sophia Reynolds."
half-sibling clause. The line went dead. She stared, piecing it. Wait, Dad's name was Harrington too? Remarried? No. God, no. She bolted, slamming the study door, sobs echoing down the hall. Wheeled after, yelling, Sophie, wait, it's not what... But the guest room door locked. Monster, you've ruined her. Pacing the moonlit hallway, portraits of ancestors judging, I pounded the door. Please talk to me. Silence. Then muffled. How could you, brother? Dawn broke gray. Coffee cold on the counter. She emerged, bags packed, face pale, black hair disheveled. I need space. This, us, it's poison. Kissed my forehead like a sister. Final. Breaking. As her cab crunched gravel down the drive, emptiness swallowed me. Advice? Face your shadows early, or they eclipse the light. But as weeks passed, nausea hit her, morning sickness from our nights. A text. Alex, pregnant. The scandal's coming. World imploded. Press swarmed gates. Half-brother's baby? Cliffhanger? Run together? Or let it burn?